that are very cool and safe too. Most of all, I love to go to our library. We have so many books in our library. I want to thank you for helping Oakwood have all those books, those swings, and the excellent books in the gym. Thank you, board.
Thank you, Aileen. Excellent job tonight. We do have some special gifts for our Board of Education. They are the letters from the students with a picture of themselves on it. All 3 letters for every board member for tonight. Thank you again.
All right, and representing Countrywood with a top 10 list of things that they love about their school district, and the Board of Education are Liam Davis, Kara O'Connor, and Juliana Snowball. And a special thank you to Mrs. Schwartz, Mr. Atrino, Ms. Nicolino, Ms. Sullivan, and Ms. Cariello for working with the children on their top 10. So guys, come on up.
Good evening. My name is Liam Davis. My name is Kara O'Connor. And my name is Juliana Snowball. We're all second grade students at the Countrywood Primary Center. We would like to share a few of the top 10 reasons why our Board of Education has helped to make Countrywood and the South Huntington School District an amazing place to learn. Number 10. We love all the fun equipment we have in our gym, especially the hula hoops we use to play Darth Vader tag. Number 9. We love all the cool colors of paint we have to use in our room. We were able to paint beautiful hot air balloons this year. Number 8. We love playing instruments in the music room. Hitting the boom records is a fun way to make music. Number 7. We love going to the library and borrowing new chapter books and Piggy and Elephant books too. Number 6. We love learning new strategies in math and practicing them using whiteboards, cubes, and counters. Number 5. We love the technology we have in our school. It's fun using our Chromebooks for iReady, Seesaw, and keyboarding without tears. We love our playground. Going down the slide and playing on the monkey bars with our friends is so much fun. Number 3. We loved homecoming. We had a great time playing carnival games, going to the Powered Puff game, and watching the bonfire. Number 2. We love our classroom libraries. They have so many great books on so many levels for us to enjoy and learn from. Number 1. We love our nice teachers. They help us learn and we are getting smarter every day. Thank you, Board of Education, for all your hard work and dedication to the South Huntington School District.
raise your hand if you're getting one. Be honest if you get one.
Thank you, Oakwood and Countrywood. Is your list?
Yes.
Okay.
We can get the Oakwood and Countrywood students with picture with the board, please. Come on up.
Next up is Maplewood and Birchwood, and I'll introduce Ms. Janine Delia from Maplewood and Ms. Sandy Daniels from Birchwood.
So good evening to our board and our cabinet. Good evening to our community members as well as our families and staff. I would like to introduce three wonderful fifth graders from Birchwood, and I'll begin with Miss Gigi Hiller.
Good evening, families, friends, members of our cabinet, and especially members of the board who are here to think tonight. Over the years, our overall STREAM curriculum in South Huntington has grown tremendously due to the efforts of Miss Janine Delia, one of our current technology coaches. STREAM activities and learning experiences can be throughout the district with opportunities for students such as Coding Club, Coding Design Camp, STREAM Saturday, and more. Also, the STREAM space at both Birchwood and Maplewood has grown so much thanks to your support. We have so many tools to support our learning, making, designing, and coding adventures. We would like to share some of our favorites now. My name is Gigi Hiller, and I'm a 5th grade student at Birchwood. I am a member of the 5th grade coding club. My favorite thing about using the STREAM space is 3D printing. I designed my own sloth at coding camp. It was so cute. I also like code.org and the dance party mode. I like picking the backgrounds, the dancers, and what they do. It makes me happy to watch the choreography come together. Lastly, I can't wait to learn Python coding this year. Thank you for the opportunity to speak about my favorite STREAM activities.
Great job.
My name is Francisco Luberaz, and I am a 5th grade student at Birchwood. I'm a member of the 5th grade coding club. My favorite thing about using the STREAM space is Tinkercad. The reason I enjoy Tinkercad because I get to create things to 3D print. I also love code.org because I get to create my own fun game to play. Those are the reasons I love the STREAM space. I'm so grateful to be in Coding Club because I get to use teamwork and hard thinking with my friends. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Gregory Steiger, and I am a 5th grader at Birchwood. I am a member of the 5th grade coding club. My favorite thing about the Stream Space is the 3D printers. I like the 3D printers because they are fun to make stuff like keychains, Legos, and basically anything you want.
Great job, Birchwood students. Now we're going to introduce the Maplewood students.
My name is Maren Sanborn, and I'm a 5th grade student at Maplewood. I'm a member of the 5th grade coding club and recently interviewed to be a technology ambassador at Maplewood and earned the position. My favorite thing about using the Stream Space is using Lego WeDo because it mixes engineering with Lego building and coding. With Lego WeDo, we build models and make them move and light up with coding. For example, we made a volcano warning rescue system to come to life with Legos and coding. The reason I think Technology Ambassador is so important and so cool is because it gives students a chance to help people with technology and work with technology. I also think it is important because so many people have problems with technology and there's only very little people that can help, so technology ambassadors are like an extra helping hand.
Excellent.
Hi, my name is Benjamin Meyer, and I am a 5th grade student at Maplewood. I am a member of the 5th grade coding club. My favorite thing about StreamSpace is using Lego WeDo. It was a great experience because of the challenge, and it helps me and my class learn about coding. We program Lego robots to play basketball, be our friend, and much more. We create Lego figures and make them come to life. We control them to move right, and they move right. We use Legos to make a robot. That's literally incredible. Hi, my name is Hudson Cormunch, and I am a 5th grade student at Maplewood. I am a member of the 5th grade coding club. My favorite thing about Stream is when I attended the Wildcat Summer Coding Camp. And at camp this summer, I made a special 3D name tag on the 3D printer. I also made a special solar oven that made s'mores. I set up the s'mores in a solar oven and brought it outside to make it hot. Then I came back in 10 minutes and it was all mushy and melted. It was incredible and yummy. I love designing and being creative. Thank you.
My name is Fred Scragg, and I'm a 5th grader at Maplewood. I am a member of the 5th grade coding club. My favorite thing about using StreamSpace is when I made a keychain for my dad. I designed the keychain on the computer using a 3D printing tool. I wrote his name on the keychain, chose the color of the keychain, and put all the designs on the keychain. Finally, I grouped the keychain so it didn't fall apart. I love my 3D print, and I know my dad will too.
All right, thank you so much, Maplewood. Oh. Okay.
So now the Birchwood and Maplewood students would like to present the Board of Ed with their 3D printed keychains that they made on the 3D printers.
Cute. Thank you so much. Thank you. Nice. Beautiful job reading. Oh, you got your, no, you did get one. Oh, thank you. This is right. Oh, thank you.
Can I ask all of our fifth grade coders that came here tonight to please come up and take a picture? No, a lot more. Yeah. Well, more. There's still more to come. Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Now we're going to move on to sixth grade, Silaswood. Mr. Toto.
Good evening, everyone. South Huntington is singular in that we are truly one big family. Our culture of inclusiveness is a testament to the stewardship of the Board of Education trustees. I am joined this evening by 7 of my outstanding Silas superstars: Logan, Connor, Tatiana, Zane, Genesis, Rebecca, and Xavier. We are pleased and proud to present each of the esteemed members of our board with a gift: a copy of the picture book, What Do You Do With an Idea? By Kobe Yamada. This book tells the story of a child who, upon discovering an idea, learns the best way to bring it to fruition is by careful nurturing and feeding. While reading this book, it came to me that this is the bottom line, what all the students in South Huntington are blessed with: a Board of Education dedicated to their nurturing, allowing our school children to blossom and fulfill their academic potential, while at the same time feeding their young souls, allowing them to best access their creative and inventive sides.
Dear Mr. Scragg, thank you for everything you do. Our community appreciates you a lot, and it shows how much care you have for our community. You guys are a great example of what great leadership looks like, and we are very thankful for that. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Zane. Firstly, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the district for everything they do to help better our community. It's because of this district that my school, Silas 6th Grade Center, has a new library for everyone to enjoy. I moved here a year and a half ago, and South Huntington has been a super welcoming district to be a part of. I love being a student at Silas, and I can't wait to continue to learn and grow in this community. Go Wildcats, and especially for Miss Meyer and Mr. Toto, go NYCFC. Dear Mr. Joyner, I would like to thank the Board of Education for all that you have done for Silaswood and South Huntington. One thing that I appreciate is the new library at our school. It gives us something to do after we are finished with Makerspace. The library also allows us to borrow books so that we can take them home to read. I like the new science app called HMH. I like it because it is an exciting way for us to learn about science. Thank you for all that you do. Sincerely, Connor Jenga.
Thank you to our Board of Dear Mr. Bronson, thank you to our Board of Education for giving all the students Chromebooks. The new apps on our Chromebooks, like HMH and YouTube, really help us with our classes. The school events are so much fun, and it's exciting to be with friends. The library was such a big change at Silaswood. Thank you for all that you do for South Huntington. Sincerely, Logan Jenga.
Dear Mr. Biangasso, thank you for everything. You make sure we have updated textbooks, technology, and a lot more. Everything you do helps us every single day. You are the best. You guys always stay committed to helping us 24/7. From Xavier White.
Dear Ms. LaCara, thank you so much for helping our district. You guys help our schools grow one step at a time. Without you guys, our school library wouldn't be as amazing as it is today. Our Silaswood superstars, thank you very much.
Dear Mrs. Ciapetta, the students and staff of Silaswood would like to thank you for your efforts and commitment to our school. Because of you, our school now has a wonderful library with a great selection of books. We really appreciate how much time and hard work you devoted to help our school district. Thank you. Have a great evening.
All right. Next comes Stimson Middle School, and I'll introduce Mr. Christopher Morrill, science teacher at Stimson Middle School.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Christopher Morrell. I am a science teacher at Stimson Middle School, and I am one of the teachers lucky enough to be in the brand new, newly redesigned science rooms here at Stimson. The installation and renovation of the science wing in Stimson really has changed the way I teach and overall benefit the way my students learn. Students now have the ability to move around the lab tables, which allows them to actively engage and collaborate with their peers in laboratory activities, the exact way science should be. Electricity is now more easily accessible to myself and my students, which allows us to utilize the room space more efficiently with the added storage and sinks around the perimeter of the room. The addition of the anatomage tables to South Huntington has drastically improved student engagement in living environment and anatomy and physiology as well. My coworkers, students, and myself are very appreciative and grateful of the board giving us the opportunity to indulge in these newly designed science rooms. In fact, a couple of students of mine are so very much appreciative of the newly designed rooms, they asked if they could join me tonight to show the appreciation. So I'm going to pass the microphone to two of my students, Ryan Sakayan and Gabriella Anderson.
Good evening. My name is Ryan Sakayan, and I'm an 8th grader in Mr. Morrell's Earth Science class. I want to thank Mr. Morrell and the board for giving me the opportunity to be here to talk about the new science rooms at Stimson Middle School. The science rooms are great, mostly because they're spacious, which can help with our experiments, and it can most definitely be a great asset when working on big group projects. The extra space also provided added storage, which keeps beakers, flasks, microscopes, and other equipment easily accessible and safe until needed. Overall, the new science rooms are a great asset and should be noticed as such. Thank you for all that you've done.
Good evening. My name is Gabriella Anderson, and I'm an 8th grade Earth Science Honors student in Mr. Morrell's class. I'm so thankful to be a brand new Stimson Science Room, like 221 this year. I'm grateful for all the space we've gained. In the science class this year, last year, it was really hard to do lab experiments and easily move around the room because the desks were so squished together and we didn't have that much room to ourselves. But this year, we have gained so much more room and are able to easily work with one another since we can move around our lab tables. Now I can face my peers when I work with them, rather than at their side. I feel that we are extremely lucky to have these new science rooms and be in a school district that understands the importance of us working together. Have a good night, and thank you for all that you do.
I hope all of the members of the Board of Education understand how much of an impact they have made by allowing us to have newly designed science classrooms. These new science rooms have changed the way we teach science, allow for more student-oriented and productive approach. Your decision to allow us to have these newly designed science rooms have not gone unnoticed by myself, my coworkers, and of course, by our students. Thank you very much for your time and all that you do to make South Huntington such an amazing school district. Thank you.
And as you saw in our facilities presentation, the science classrooms really came out beautiful. Equally beautiful is our next room, the Pays Lab, and to introduce that is Stimson Middle School's Jamie Kernicki.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming out this evening. We just wanted to take the time to thank the board for everything they've done for the Life Skills Vocational Program over at Stimson Middle School. We have such a nice classroom that is so refreshing to attend every day. We spend more hours there than we do in our own home, and we kind of moved in and made it our own home. So on behalf of Mr. Gravina and Ms. Fitzmaurice, we really just want to thank everybody and thank you for the space. The kids love it. We have a slideshow that we prepared, so we'd like to show that to you.
Mrs. Kernicki here. Just wanted to thank South Huntington's Board of Education for providing us with such a beautiful classroom for our life skills and vocational students. We are so happy to come to school every day in a safe and comfortable environment where we can work on functional life skills and daily living skills. Thank you so much for all you do for your life skills population.
Wasn't lying.
Thank you for our beautiful classroom.
Hi there, this is Ms. Fitzmaurice, a speech therapist at Stimson Middle School. I want to thank the Board of Education for the beautiful Life Skills Vocational Program classroom that's been built. It's a great place for me to be able to go in and collaborate with Ms. Kernicki and the other support staff and target functional living skills for the students. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Anne, and I am Vinny Santamaria's mom. He attends Stimson Middle School, and he's in Mrs. Kernicki's class. I just want to thank the Board of Education for the beautiful classroom. It is spectacular. My son Vinny loves to get up in the morning and loves to get on that bus and enjoy his gorgeous classroom. We really appreciate it. And thank you also to Mrs. Kernicki, Mr. Gravina, and also Karen Mushhorn. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Take care. Bye.
Thank you to the Board of Education for their life skills classroom at Stimson. I love my classroom. Thank
Gracias a la Junta de Educación por brindar un salón de clases hermoso y seguro para que mi hijo aprenda habilidades para la vida. Gracias.
We just wanted to thank Stimson for the beautiful life skills classroom. It provides a wonderful opportunity for our daughters to learn and grow. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We have a personalized gift for you. The students hand-rolled paper flowers, and we framed it for you. You have their signatures, autographs, I should say, on the back. But thank you again for everything.
Yes, of course. Beautiful gift, beautiful. And we're going to have a ribbon cutting on November 4th at 10 a.m. To officially open that room. All right, on to our last building, but certainly not least, Walden High School. Mr. Costa, principal.
How you doing, Sal? Shy. Good evening, everyone. Mr. Ciapetta, trustees, Dr. Delia, Board of Education, and Cabinet. Thank you for having us here this evening to honor our Board of Education. We truly are thankful for all the support that you've given the high school over the years, not just in the past couple of years, but for the duration of South Huntington School District. Walden High School is truly the flagship of the district, and the amount of programs and support we get from this Board of Education is truly remarkable. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We have so many wonderful programs and so much to offer you, but today we have a very, very special gift from some of our most talented students in the building. We have, should I show them? Okay. We have individual, one-of-a-kind, original photo or portraits, either painted or hand-drawn by our students.
Wow.
So we would like to present our gift to the Board of Education in our appreciation for all that you do, for all your support and care for the high school. First, we can start with Emily Smareski. Come on up here, Emily. We have Miss Linda LaCara's portrait. Would you like to give it to Miss LaCara?
Wow, that's amazing.
We have Katie Ramos with Mr. Biangasso, who is not here. I think Dr. Delia is accepting from Mr. Biangasso. That's yours. Right to Mr. Delia. Dr. Delia, excuse me. Don't bring up Bowens. Don't bring up Bowens. Owen Lockhart is the originator of Miss Erin Myers. Erica Chung. Come on up here, Erica. We have Mr. Fred Scragg. Thank you. Naomi Chavez. We have Mr. Joyner. We have Jocelyn Canales Lazo, Mr. Andrew Bronson. And last but not least, our Board of Education President, presented by Maddie Boss, who is not here this evening, but this is from Mr. Ciapetta. On behalf of Walden High School and the students of Walden High School and the staff, we thank you for all that you do and your continued support. Please enjoy the gifts from the high school. Thank you.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, take it.
I could just make this my Zoom filter.
This is really cool. Nice. That was definitely beautiful. And now we have some of our bargaining units who would like to say a few words. So first, South Huntington Teachers Association.
This is pretty tough act to follow. So I'm not to embarrass myself. I'm going to keep this short. There we go. All right. Good evening. Those are some pretty tough acts to follow, so as not to embarrass myself too much, I'm going to keep this short. I want to take this opportunity to thank the board for an incredible working relationship. Having such an amicable relationship right now is incredibly unusual, and it's beneficial to our students, to our staff, and to our community. So thank you so much.
Thank you. South Huntington office staff. We have somebody from?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Susan Kiesel. I'm co-president of the Office Staff Association. My co-president apologizes that she couldn't be here tonight to honor you as well. First off, I have to say, as a parent, well, my kids have been out of the district for 10 years. I am so blown away by the students tonight and the programs that I'm hearing that we offer as a district, that we offer them. Truly blown away. I need to start renting out little kids so I can participate a little more. But anyway, first off, we want to personally welcome Mr. Scragg and Mr. Biangasso to the board, and Ms. LaCara on her role as vice president. Our South Huntington Office Staff Association, comprised of just under 80 employees, wishes to acknowledge the endless work our board conducts each and every day. We're truly fortunate that they volunteer their time, hence I want to say again, volunteer their time to, with caring, passionate determination, and strategic planning to make South Huntington the best it can be. We thank you for your time to generously provide this important public service to the school district students, employees, and to the community as a whole. Thank you again for doing what you do.
Thank you. South Huntington Chairperson Association. Mr. Corcoran.
Good evening, everyone. I thought everyone was actually waiting to see me. I'm surprised the place cleared out. But thank you very much for allowing me to be here. My name is Jay Corcoran. I'm the chairperson. I am a chairperson, but I'm the president of the Chairpersons Association. And I've been here a long time. I've seen a lot of wonderful board members and a lot of boards of education come and go. And I'm always inspired. Actually, no, I've been here for so long that our current president was one of my former students back in the day. And I like to think sometimes that, I think Mr. Ciapetta became a board member because of all the great teaching he saw in U.S. history back in the day. I like to have that fantasy. I'm not sure if it's true, but seriously, being a board member is a sacred and public trust. It's a profound and I think loving way to show how much you care about our community, how much you care about our children. And it's also a lot of hard work. I mean, we've heard this many times. It's hard work. It's long hours. It's time away from family. And it's also making courageous, maybe difficult decisions that sometimes some of the community members might not like. Some people might say it's also a thankless task, but not tonight. Tonight, on behalf of the Chairpersons Association and from everyone else here, thank you so much for all you do for us, and we really appreciate all your hard work and effort, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
All right, we have somebody from the South Huntington Paraprofessional Association.
Good evening. My name is Maggie O'Brien, and with me is Marge Vedder. On behalf of the dedicated teachers and assistants and paraprofessionals who are members of the South Huntington Paraprofessional Association, we'd like to extend our grateful appreciation to you, Mr. Chiappetta, and the entire Board of Education for all your hard work and dedication to the students of South Huntington. We are thankful for your continued support of our members and look forward to working with you during the upcoming year. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And last but certainly not least, we have Michelle Murphy, President of South Huntington Council of PTAs. New job.
Good evening. I'm Michelle Murphy, President of the South Huntington Council of PTA, and I'm honored to be here representing all 8 PTA units here in South Huntington: Countrywood, Oakwood, Birchwood, Maplewood, Silaswood, Stimson, Walt Whitman, SEPTA, and Council. As parents, we extend our sincerest thanks for all you do for our children and their schools. And as fellow volunteers, we also acknowledge the countless hours you spend away from your own families working for the betterment of South Huntington. As we enter the season of Thanksgiving, we're truly grateful for your service to our community and, most importantly, our children. Please accept a small token of our appreciation, which we hope will keep you warm this winter and warm your hearts as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, we got a couple more, sorry. I thought it was it. And then I have a presentation I have to give. What's that? Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, you should do it, yeah. You want to do it now or after? Okay. And last but not least, an additional one, South Huntington Administrators Association. Mr. Kodo, again.
Thank you. On behalf of SHA, I would like to thank the Board of Education for all your time and efforts dedicated to the students, staff, and community of South Huntington. When reading, I'm always excited to come across references to education, such as these powerful words from President Lyndon Baines Johnson. Education is not a problem, education is an opportunity. When I came upon that quote, I immediately realized that it epitomizes the approach of South Huntington and its Board of Education, which views education never as a problem, but always as providing the opportunity to offer our students the means to achieve all of their goals and dreams and to be as successful as possible in school and beyond. As a fellow board member, and on behalf of SHA, I greatly appreciate the hundreds and probably thousands of hours you volunteer in service of our community and the impact you have on the lives of our students, not to mention all the graduates who have been so fortunate to have passed through all of our hallways. So thank you.
Thank you to everyone who came out tonight. It was really a spectacular and a really emotional night, and to see from our students and our administrators, we really appreciate this show of thanks. And as I've said many times before, it's certainly not a thankless job. When you see the smiles on the kids or that beautiful video of that room that we created at Stimson, that to me is one of the finest rooms you'll see in any building anywhere. You know, and what that means to those students. That's all the thanks you could ever want. And I have a special presentation. The New York State School Boards Association recognizes board members from time to time as they help grow their leadership skills and take continuing courses. And I have a presentation to our own Mr. Sidney Joyner, who has achieved 150 leadership points. So presentation for Board Excellence Award to Mr. Sidney Joyner. Sidney, congratulations. Okay. And last, but sorry, Dr. Dilio?
Yes, we also have a NISBA recognition
candidate up here, sitting right to my left, Mr. Nicholas Ciapetta. The New York State School Boards Association recognition program is designed to acknowledge those school board members who strive to continually expand their governance, knowledge, and skills. I am proud to congratulate our board president, Mr. Nicholas Ciapetta, on having earned a level 4, and that's a high level, trust me, it's not a big number, but it's a high level, level 4 board lifetime achievement award. Congratulations, Nick.
Thank you. Lifetime achievement, I guess I'm getting old. All right, that brings our presentation to a conclusion. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. Appreciate it. We'll take a 5-minute recess. Okay, on to our next order of business. A very tough act to follow. Our audit report. Don't be so excited. Yes. Well, turn it over to Mary Ann Van Dyne.
Okay, there we go. That is a tough act to follow, I'll have to admit. I've been to a lot of school board recognition nights because I go to a lot of school board meetings at this time of year, and you guys blow it away compared to the other school districts I go to, so it's pretty amazing.
Thank you.
But I couldn't get a parking spot, so next time I So I'm here to present the results of our 2 audits that we did, and I met with the audit committee. Andrew Brosnan is the chairperson, and we met 3 weeks ago, I guess, and you do have community members, board members on that committee. Jim Caden is on the committee, so it was good to see him. So we went over the 2 audits in detail, so I'm going to give you just an overview of what we discussed. Both audits, you received an unmodified opinion, which is the best opinion you can get as a school district. We had no problems giving you a clean opinion. The books were in great shape. The business office was great, you know, working with my audit team to get everything done in a timely manner. I wanted to welcome Mike Conway. He's here, there he is in the audience, so he worked really well with our team. This is his first time going through the audit, and I thought he did a great job, you know, really sitting with us and going over everything. And of course, Joe's been with us for a while. So thank you for all your help, and Christine Rapp and the rest of the business office. They really did a great job, and you know, they always want to do the right thing, which I really like, that they want to always improve, which is really nice to see. So, and in addition to giving you an opinion on our 2 financials, we do issue you what we call a management letter, and we give you some recommendations on internal controls. There was nothing that we considered significant with these recommendations. There were 2 recommendations that we did give you this year, one being outstanding checks, and the other one had to do with your school lunch fund, which is kind of a good problem. Because you do have money now over the federal level in your fund balance, and that really had to do with the federal reimbursements that you received, because as you remember, the students were free for the year. So the federal government really, you know, gave you a lot of large reimbursements, and this was across the board for all our school districts. And those reimbursements exceeded the cost of providing the meals. So that's only a 1-year deal. You're not going to have that next year. So that additional money really would be to reinvest in the program. So it's a good problem to have. So I know Joe's working on a plan on how he's going to reinvest those monies into the school lunch program to you know, bring it into that level. So those are really the 2 recommendations we had. They were very minor. We also do look at your financials and compare last year versus this year. I know we talked about that at the meeting also. So your fund balance, your unassigned fund balance, which is your savings account, which you're limited to 4% of next year's budget, did improve from the prior year. So the prior year you were at 2.75%, now you're at 3.47%. So, which is a nice increase, and you know, hopefully you'll get up to that 4% because I think that's the level you want to be at. And really the purpose of that account is if there's any unforeseen expenses that you have or state aid shortfalls or whatever, you want to make sure that you have that cushion. That's really, like I said, your savings account. So you're just under the 4% this year, which is great to see. The other positive that we noted is the assigned fund balance in your budget has been going down. So you're not relying on your assigned fund balance to balance your budget. So you went from 5.1 million in 2020 to 4.5 in 21, and then 3.9 in 22. So you're moving in the right direction. So you're balancing your budget and not relying on fund balance to balance the revenue side of your budget. The one thing we pointed out at the meeting is looking at your reserves. Your reserves have been going down the last few years, and just trying to replenish those on a go-forward basis. So that was one of our discussions that we had at the meeting. So, but overall, I think, you know, you're doing a great job. We did implement a new accounting standard, so your financials are a little different. We implemented your lease standard this year, which, you know, you have new disclosures, and Your district, actually, you were a lessor and a lessee because, as you know, you rent out your buildings. So you do rent out to Camp W and the North Shore Studio of Dance. So we recorded a receivable and a deferred inflow for those. That's a lease where you're a lessor. And then you do have leases with Bosse's and Pitney Bowes, and those were, we recorded a lease liability and then an intangible asset for those. So that was the one change for this year on the financials. But overall, you know, the audit went really well. You know, I wanted to thank everybody for all their hard work. And I think, you know, you have a good team in place in the business office. And, you know, I look forward to working with you again this year.
Thank you. Anyone have any questions for Mary Ann? Ms. Bronson,
Okay.
Anything you want to add?
No, I just wanted to thank Mary Ann and her team. They, again, a wonderful job. And again, as you had mentioned, we had met in the audit committee, so I appreciate the good report and as well as the feedback. On the lunch program, we're going to be looking at sub-zero refrigerators for the students, I think is a way to spend some of the money. So just joking, but we are going to look at some we are going to look at some equipment though. I think we do want to reinvest in the program. And again, it was a nice problem to have, that there's actually some good dollars that we could put back into the program. So, but again, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Mary Ann.
Thank you.
Thanks. One thing we don't have to worry about is we're very good at spending money, so I'm sure we'll. I'm sure we'll find a way to spend that. All right, on to the new business item, new business agenda. Motion to adopt the agenda. Ms. Meyer, second. Mr. Joyner, any questions on the agenda? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, items C through F, the minutes, items, and financial items and bills require one resolution for adoption. Is there a motion? Mr. Joyner, seconded by Ms. LaCara. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. We have a communication from Suffolk County Legislator Stephanie Bontempi. Very nice letter. She wrote to us saying she would like to extend her congratulations to me and the board and the South Huntington School District on Walt Whitman High School receiving the coveted A+ rating from niche.com. Not only are the academic credentials of the school you supervise impeccable, but the teachers, staff, and administration go above and beyond every day to provide for their students. Your dedication is to be admired by all. I'm sure you're beaming with pride at this achievement, just as I am that our town is home to such an amazing school. The entire legislature and I wish you the best of luck in guiding your district to ever greater heights now and into the future. Congratulations once again on this achievement. Sincerely, Stephanie Bontempi, Suffolk County Legislator, 18th District. So, beautiful letter. All right, moving on to the new business items. The first is the financial statements for the year 2021-2022. Is there a motion? Mr. Bronson. Second, Mr. Scragg. Dr. Centimore?
As Ms. Van Dyne from Abrams said, it was a very robust process that they put us through. And kudos to my new assistant, Mike, in attendance as well as the rest of the team. You know, what was extra nice is that they take the time to come to audit committee, and they really do, you know, you kind of get the abridged version here for the purpose of the board and the community, but in the audit committee, they really go almost line by line. And the whole experience is a great learning process for the audit committee as well as the entire business office. And we look forward to that every year because, as she said, we are committed to those enhancements. The two items that she referenced, we already have a corrective action plan in place, and our nutrition supervisor, Ms. Busey, is already actively looking at such wonderful ventures for that fund balance. So, you know, I share your sentiments that it will be well invested into the program.
Great. Thank you. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. Moving on to new business item number 2 is the memorandum of approval, understanding, says MOA, between the Suffolk County Police Department and South Huntington Union Free School District regarding the school resource officers. Is there a motion? Ms. LaCara, seconded by Mr. Bronson. Dr. D'Elia.
Yes, this is an annual agreement which provides authority and guidelines for the 2nd Precinct and the Police Department to ensure a successful school resource officer program. And we've had very good relationships with the SRO officers, and it's definitely an added asset and also a higher level of safety as well within the district.
Great. Thank you. Any questions on this? All in favor? Any opposed? And we've been advocating for additional school resource officers. We used to have one that was spread among 3 districts, and now we have one pretty much all of the town of Huntington districts. So we've been advocating for more on that. I think it's a valuable program. Moving on to new business item 3, approval of a donation from Empire Automotive Group. Motion? Mr. Scragg, seconded by Ms. Meyer. Dr. D'Elia?
Yes, we were extremely fortunate on short notice to receive a $3,750 donation from the Empire Automotive Group that we quickly assigned to our first annual fireworks show at Homecoming. So, and it covered just about half of the cost of the program. So we are extremely grateful to the Empire Automotive Group. It was without hesitation that Mr. Mike Brown wanted to help us out. So thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Leo. All in favor? Any opposed? All right, moving on to new business item number 4 is the first of 2 requests to remain in South Huntington. Is there a motion for the first? Ms. LaCaris, seconded by Mr. Bronson. This is a request by a senior of Walden High School to remain for the student's senior year. Any questions? This item was discussed in exec session. All in favor? Any opposed? All right, resolution carries. Moving on to new business item number 5, another request to remain in South Huntington. This is for 2 students, 10th grade student and a 6th grade student. Motion. Mr. Scragg, seconded by Ms. LaCara. Any questions from the board? This was also discussed in exec session. All in favor? Any opposed? Okay, resolution fails. Moving on to new business item number 6 is the approval of a student health form updated. Motion. Ms. Meyer, seconded by Mr. Joyner. Dr. Murphy.
Yes, in an effort to keep our records up to date, we had looked, our student services had looked at our overnight field trip form. It was outdated. It did not provide enough information that we needed. So since we have so many trips, just like the one we were talking about, England and other trips, we wanted to make sure that we were keeping our students safe. So we updated our field trips forms and just want the board's approval. Like I said, it's very similar, but it outlines a lot more needed information for our students in this day and age.
Any questions? And does this information get provided to the chaperones, or?
Yes, the information is cataloged with our department and curriculum instruction. We have a copy of it. The teacher has a copy of it. So in any emergency, they're able to, we have somebody with up-to-date medical information.
Okay. All in favor? Any opposed? And moving on to new business item number 7 is approval of various data and confidentiality agreements. Motion. Mr. Scragg, seconded by Mr. Bronson. Dr. Steele.
I switch every week, right?
Yeah.
We have 3 agreements tonight. One from Albert I.O. used in our upper grades for students to practice reading and math skills. Music Play Online, which is used in our music classes. And we have Transact Communications, which is a program being used by our transportation department to establish our students' bus routes. And they've all agreed to secure our students' information.
Okay. Any questions for Dr. Steele? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, moving on to new business item 8, which is recommendations of placements of students by Committee on Special Education and Preschool Special Education. Many dates listed in March, April, May, June, July, August, September, and October. Is there a motion? Mr. Joyner, seconded by Ms. Meyer. All in favor? Any opposed? All right, and lastly, moving on to new business item number 9 is the approval for board member attendance at the Nassau-Suffolk School Board Association Offshore Wind Energy and Manufacturing Industries Public Education Expo. Very long title. Is there a motion? Ms. LaCara, seconded by Mr. Scragg. And this is for a program. It's a STEAM program to be held at the Cradle of Aviation, Charles Lindbergh Boulevard, on Wednesday, November 9th, from 6 to 9 p.m. All in favor? Any opposed? Good. We have various board members and administrators attending, and myself now and Mr. Bronson. Anyone else that wants to go, feel free. Personnel schedules 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12, 15, 16, 19, 20, and 22. Motion. Ms. Meyer, second. Mr. Scragg, any questions on personnel? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, information and reports are listed. I note one information and report, which is the return of the BOCES annual dinner meeting, and this is a very exciting one. The students cook for us, and they show off their all their classwork as well. So this is it's a really great great program. We haven't had it in a number of years, so I highly recommend it. All right. What's that? Oh yeah, we're coming. Yep. Information reports are listed. Moving on to administrative reports. Actually, we have quite a number of administrative reports. Chef, Mr. Scragg.
Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed from 2 weeks ago. We're just in the beginning process of putting together our what used to be Miles for Michael. It's now called Chef in Motion, which will happen in May of 2023. So boards are being formed, committees, are being put together. So that's just the big thing for this year that we're looking forward to. And our continued fundraising through dinners. We just did Chipotle, where a portion of the dinner comes back to the chef, and also our bi-monthly raffle baskets. For any other information on that, you can go to the chef's website.
Thank you, Mr. Scragg. Our first Wellness Committee update. Ms. Meyer.
Thank you, Mr. Ciapetta. So the Wellness Committee is a newly formed board-level committee for this meeting. And the members include myself and Mr. Scragg as board trustees, Ms. Paprillo, Assistant Superintendent of Student Services, Ms. Sheila Busey, Head of our Nutrition Services, and Mr. David Barth, our Athletic Director. We had our inaugural meeting on September 16th, and we discussed our mission for the Wellness Committee, which now will extend beyond solely nutrition services and really include social emotional learning, mental wellness, spiritual wellness, financial wellness, really all the wellnesses that you can think of, with a focus on equity and inclusion for wellness services for all of our students in the community. So we discussed our goals for the upcoming year, which include a focus on May, which will be Mental Health Awareness Month, and working in collaboration with Chef to help support the Chef in Motion event happening in May. So more to come, and if you'd like any other information, you can reach out to myself or Ms. Paprillo.
Thank you, Ms. Meyer. Thank you. I'm happy to have that new committee. Curriculum Council, Ms. LaCara.
Okay. Yes, we met this month and we discussed a number of ways to streamline and improve the current practices of our academic programs in South Huntington. One of the most important topics we are discussing is adding a 9th period to Walt Whitman schedule, and we're going to be, Dr. Murphy is going to be presenting a presentation on the 16th of November in detail for the board. With this in mind, we also are focusing on new courses geared towards giving students the opportunities to take more courses if the 9th period is approved, which would support struggling students and also provide courses of their interest that would relate to post-secondary goals. Over 25 courses were pre-approved so that Walt Whitman is going to do the curriculum writing so that we can see the specific of those courses. Another item that has been under discussion is the weighting of the final exams in the Regents. And that has been due to last year's changes by New York State in regards to Regents scores. For this current year, the final exams in Regents are going to be weighted as 1/9 of the student's final average. At the end of the year, there's going to be further evaluation, and we're going to have another discussion going forward if that's going to be maintained or changed. And then, Dr. Murphy, did you want to add anything else?
No, that was it was very detailed. Just we're excited about some of the new coursework we'll be able to work on. I know the chairs and supervisors, because it's adding programs that are sorely needed or sorely missed. So there's some amazing courses. Just a side note, we're providing a list to all the curriculum council members, which will later be going to the board of the 30 courses with description, semesters, where they run, and that will be given out. I already gave it out to curriculum council today, and it will probably go out to the regular rest of the board by next week.
A lot of courses.
A lot of courses. Things that are needed. It will help our students know what they like, or at least know what they don't like, and where they don't want to follow once they go into post-secondary institutions.
Great. Thank you. Okay, future meetings are listed as discussed. November 16th, we'll be having a curriculum presentation for the 9-period day. Comments by board members? Mr. Bronson.
I'm just going to thank again our teachers, our staff, and especially our students for this wonderful evening. I've been on the board. Sydney and I joined about we're in our 6th year now, so we're becoming old timers. But it's always a very special night. You know, it's an honor and a privilege to serve on this board. I've always enjoyed doing it. I like being part of the community, helping it, and the district advance itself. But again, this is always a very special night. I always go home very happy from this once a year important event. So just thanks to everybody who participated in that. And also thanks to to Joe, to Mike, and the rest of the team that helped out with the audit as well. I echo Joe's sentiments, so thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bronson. Mr. Joyner.
Basically, I just want to echo your comments as well. I really appreciate it. And just to say that, again, all the work that was put into making this night possible is truly special. And sitting here just embracing everything that we were all able to receive and spoken about was really monumental. And it really was payment for everything we could have ever done, because it's a labor of love, and we could minus out the word labor, but it's really out of love. And we serve at the behest of the community, and we appreciate their support as well. And we look forward to doing continue to do well in the future. So thank you to everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Joyner. Thank you. No, thank you to Ms. Caliendo who helped put together the agenda as well today, so thank you. Yes. Ms. Meyer.
Of course, echoing the gratitude and thanks from everyone, as my fellow board members have just shared. Not to end the night on a negative note, but I feel that we would be remiss not to acknowledge some of the very public and disturbing hate messages that are being shared out across the country right now. And hate has no room in South Huntington, and I know we all agree on that. But I know that these messages that are pervasive across the media and online are affecting families in our community. I feel that students can't learn if they're scared or anxious or uncertain, nor can teachers be present if they're scared or uncertain about themselves or their family. So with that, as well as my role on the Wellness Committee, I just want to remind everyone that there are resources available for students and staff that may be feeling any of these feelings now or at any point, both within the building and through our tremendous partnership with Northwell Health Mental Health Services. So if anyone at any point feels that they need anything, please reach out to any one of us or building administrator. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Meyer. Also note that last night was the gubernatorial debate. It was the only debate, and I mentioned that only because it was notable what was not discussed. Even though education is one of the largest components of the state budget, there was not one second discussed in the whole debate over education or anything. So it's a little disappointing in that regard. Obviously, it's a very important topic, and not one statement or question or anything regarding education throughout the whole night. Any other comments by board members? Dr. DeLeo.
Yes, maybe I don't know if that's a bad thing, because as long as they keep funding us and
Yes.
funding us well, there's a lot more we could give to all of our young people here. As a superintendent, I work, as you know, especially everybody in this room, I work very closely with the Board of Education, and I can tell you that every single one of them sitting at this table, and Mr. Biangasso, I know he's not here, all bring special talents and a massive amount of contributions to this school district. And I know I speak on behalf of the cabinet as well. We are blessed, we are fortunate, and I have conversations at 11:30 at night, 12 o'clock at night with board members. And we have about a little under 1,300 employees that receive a check every 2 weeks. These 7 members do not, and they volunteer their time willingly, and every one of them has the same goal in mind, is that to make this place the best place it can be. And we love that, and we will continue that moving forward. And thank you from me, and from the cabinet as well. And I'll speak for, I know Mr. Toto spoke already, but we know how closely, and Mrs. Zimmerman, that everybody feels about this Board of Education. So thank you from the bottom of all of our hearts. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. DeLeo.
And also, I was so impressed tonight with the students, the the illustration, I think, wait a minute, was that a photo?
Yeah.
Oh, they actually hand drew it, because I was the worst artist in the world. But this was tremendous what they put together. And, I was always so very happy to see at the intermediate level, what we're talking about with the coding and designing, and that's a major push of what we want to do here in South Huntington and really get ahead of it. And we have amazing people and amazing students. So, wonderful. Last but not least, we do have a date for our Winter Wonderland. It is going to be November 27th. That's a Sunday of Thanksgiving weekend. It's going to be from 12:30 to 4:30 at Stimson Middle School. And I'm going to save the surprise of what it's going to be until I would say maybe a week before the event, but we're going to make sure, right, Ms. Paprillo? Oh, you want me to say it now? No, you're looking at me. Do you want me to say it? I'm not going to say it. I'm sorry. I'm going to hold on to it until the November 16th board meeting, but we have a special event that we're working on that will be in addition to that synthetic ice rink that we had last year. That's still coming back. It's something in addition to. So, looking forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. D'Elia. Comments by the ex officio student board member, Samantha.
So once again, just thank you for having me, and it was amazing to see everybody's work and the collaboration of all the students. I kind of want to hold my comments on the 9th period day until the 16th just so that I can get the curriculum side, because you did give insight on the students, how it's going to become almost like an office hour period, and how greater career-based courses are going to be provided. But I'm kind of also wondering more on the teacher's behalf, because at the moment they're only allowed to teach 5 periods, I think it is. So would they be assigned more duty periods, or are they...
Great question. So Dr. Murphy can answer that, and he probably will be part of his presentation, but they'll still, their teaching load will be limited to 5 classes, and actually the contract says that if it is a 9-period day, the other period becomes collaborative. So we will be looking forward to hearing what that exactly means on November 16th. So.
No spoiler alerts, I'm sorry.
Very astute observation.
So yeah.
Good.
So I hope to hear more about
Excellent.
that the 16th. But
excellent, thank you.
For now, that's about it. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Voice of the residents. Any residents? Tired out. Just to give the community an update, because we have promised it, we did receive, and we've been discussing, we did receive the bids for armed security guards. The district is reviewing those bids. No determination has been made on it, but I do think within the next meeting or 2 meetings, we will discuss that topic publicly. Unfortunately, we had to experience another school shooting a couple days ago. So, okay, that will take a motion to go into executive session to discuss a matter of personnel. Mr. Scragg, seconded by Ms. LaCara. All in favor? Any opposed? Thank you, everyone.